Hey guys, Mr. Happy here, and welcome to my guide to Alexander, the Eyes of the Creator on the Savage difficulty. In order to unlock this fight, you must first clear all of Alexander, the Creator on the normal difficulty, before unlocking this at the Wandering Minstrel in Mordona. If you are entering via the Raid Finder without a pre-made party, it will require a minimum item level of 245 to enter. With a full pre-made, no minimum item level is required. It also drops item level 270 accessories and belts. Before fighting the main boss, you'll have to take on Savage Faust Z. He acts exactly the same as normal mode, with just over a 2-minute enrage timer. His cleaves split damage between both tanks like a normal, but they hit way harder here, so be sure to be rotating cooldowns and communicating with your healers. He also does some room-wide AoE, but after making sure the party survives this, immediately go back to tank healing, because he'll usually follow with a cleave immediately after his AoE. Beat up Faust Z and move on to the Refurbisher. This boss is broken up into several mini phases. To skip to a specific phase, please use the annotations in the top left hand of the video. Also, for charts on phase by phase positioning, which is pretty important for this fight, be sure to check the description of the video itself. Refurbisher has almost the same moveset as normal, but everything hits much harder and the punishment for feeding him ads is more severe. That being said, if you can beat Sophia Extreme, this fight isn't much more challenging, if at all. We have our tank position him south for the start of the fight while we all move north. Refurbisher won't actually aggro until anyone hits him, so you're free to get into position as long as nobody accidentally right-clicks him. We will make note of any tank adjustments throughout all the mini phases, as there will be quite a few. Also, please take note that his autos and cleave deal unusually high damage to the tank, so work on cooldown timings here. For phase 1, Refurbisher will stockpile the first bunch of ads before starting his usual mechanics. Wave 1 drops ads on the northwest and southeast platforms, while the sinking platform is northeast. We have the off-tank grab the southeast ads, and one of our healers grab the northwest ads with the power generators. Stack them up, AoE them down on the northeast platform. When he marks a bunch of people with scrap piles, use them to line of sight his scrap burst attack. It's the same as normal. Once dodged, the party other than the main tank moves to the northwest platform so they don't accidentally step in lava. Remember, do not touch the lava. Please, it hurts. Just to clarify, it deals about the same damage as it did on normal, about 8,000 damage every 3 seconds. After stockpile, he'll use Scrap Line, which is the same 270-degree conal AoE he had in normal, but this time it has no AoE indicator. Everyone but the main tank should just be behind the boss in order to ensure dodging it. Also, unlike in normal, the main tank will not have enough time to move out of Scrap Line, so they should treat it like a regular cleave and use a tank cooldown in order to survive. After this, it's on to Wave 2. For Wave 2, the ads are on the northwest corner and the sinking platform is southeast. Same deal, we have our tank plus 1 healer grab the ads with the generators, stack them up, and AoE them down on the southeast platform. Our tank also turns the boss to the west side of the room for this wave. One thing to note, the boss will mark several players with blue target markers. This does a strong AoE when it disappears, so make sure no 2 markers are on top of each other and that those party members are healed up. Other than that, you'll have a stack and split damage AoE, again same as normal, which you handle the same as you would in any other content. He'll then stockpile, scrap line, and move on to Wave 3. For the entirety of Wave 3, Refurbisher will stop cleaving and will summon Full Metal Faust on the north side of the room. While he doesn't use normal cleaves anymore, he will use a scrap line very soon into the phase after Faust spawns, so make sure the party is directly behind the Refurbisher as quick as possible. We have our tank face the Refurbisher northeast until the scrap line is done, and then directly north for the rest of the wave, making sure not to step on the sinking platforms. While Faust is either alive or dead, but not yet dipped in lava, he will tether to the boss and make him take greatly reduced damage, like 90%. As for the sinking platforms in this phase, all 4 will sink at some point, but they will do it one at a time. It'll go northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast in terms of the order in which the platforms sink. We have our off-tank pick him up and drag him to the south side of the room, and at this point, you have a choice. If your DPS is high enough, you can kill Full Metal Faust on the southwest platform, which is the 3rd of the 4 platforms to fall. If your DPS isn't high enough, play it safe and kill him on the southeast platform. The benefit to killing him on the southwest platform is that it causes his tether to dissipate faster, so you can push more DPS onto the boss. It can be worth using the limit break here to drop Full Metal Faust faster and ensure he dies on the southwest platform, but that's up to you. We sometimes save it for later phases. While killing Full Metal Faust, mind you that he does have a tank buster and a room-wide AoE that both hit pretty hard, so keep your eyes out for those. There are also AoE markers, and if you decide to kill him on the southeast platform due to DPS, he will do a line of sight plus scrap burst combo while you're still killing him. However, after this phase eases up, he'll do stockpile, and he won't even do a scrap line for this wave. Finish up full metal, and then move on to wave 4. Wave 4, the boss gets his tank cleave back, which we just keep him facing north for this phase. Additionally, a new mechanic is introduced, alarms. You've fought these things before, the first person to hit them gets tethered, and it will be the only target they attack. An alarm will spawn on the southwest platform, which is also the sinking platform for this wave. Have a DPS pick up and kill the alarm on the southeast platform, as you'll need him dead in a location that isn't being dipped in lava. When the alarm dies, it leaves behind a small AoE field that, if you step in, makes you mini. This reduces your damage dealt, but it's required for a mechanic later. If you don't kill the alarm fast enough, he suicides, minis the target he's attacking, and your raid wipe is imminent. Also, if he dies on the sinking platform, the field will disappear when the platform sinks. As for the ads themselves, you'll only get one power generator here, so you'll be forced to let the boss eat some ads and regenerate his second arm. We decide to revive and kill the ads on the northwest platform and let him eat the ones on the northeast and southeast platforms. While you're killing the alarm, you'll have to do a line of sight plus scrap burst, which is easy enough. There will be a split damage AoE before the boss casts stockpile. With this stockpile, he will get his second arm back, which comes with one change. Scrap line is changed to double scrap line, which is a room-wide murder weapon that you'll want to avoid. Remember that mini AoE from the alarm? When the boss starts casting double scrap line, everyone should step into it and make themselves mini. For the main tank, you have two options. One is to reposition towards the east wall so it's easy to run into the mini puddle that we dropped in the southeast. The other option is just have the main tank keep in position north and use cooldowns to survive, which is the method that we prefer. If you're feeling unsafe, now is a good time to use Living Dead, Hollowed Ground, or Home Gang. At this point, some groups may be within kill range of the boss and can ignore wave 5 and just finish him. That being said, I'd still like to cover waves 5 to 7 in this guide. A good tell on if you're within kill range is if he's at about 10 to 15%. Wave 5 has one alarm, adds on the southeast platform, and the northwest platform is the sinking one. New to this wave are the bombs in the northeast corner. They explode after some time, but their explosion radius is pretty small, only covering the platform they're on pretty much. Best to send your tanks to the east side of the room, just out of the bomb explosion range, and tank the boss there, while everyone handles the ads on the northwest platform and kill the alarm on the southwest platform. We use our mage limit break here on the ads plus the boss, but like I said earlier, you can use it on Faust, you can use it to zerg the boss down, you can use it on waves 6 or 7, anything's fine. After the bombs explode, there will be AoE markers again, so spread out. After that, it's stockpile, then double scrap line, and then you start wave 6. For wave 6, both the northeast and southwest corners are sinking platforms, with the alarm spawning on the southwest one. There are 3 ads and a bomb on the northwest, and a bomb and an ad on the southeast. Ideally, you'll want your tank on the northeast platform and your party on the southwest platform until the bombs explode. Then you'll rotate the main tank onto the southeast and the party onto the northwest. Kill the alarm on the northwest platform and all the ads you've gathered up on the southwest platform. As for other mechanics during this phase, there will be a split damage AoE, followed up by a line of sight plus scrap burst, both of which you should know how to handle by this point in the fight. Deal with the double scrap line as per usual, and it's on to wave 7. Wave 7 is actually the same as wave 5, and at this point, the fight just alternates between waves 5 and 6 until the Refurbisher completely repairs and destroys everyone with his enrage. Honestly, as the weeks go on, your group's DPS increase will probably find yourself killing him around waves 4 or 5. Like I said, if you can beat Sophia Extreme, you can beat A9 Savage, so best of luck. And that's it for my guide to Alexander, the Eyes of the Creator on the Savage difficulty. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned for more of the latest patch 3.4 guides and Final Fantasy XIV news and videos. Anyway, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.